Alright, so welcome to the Panos show, sans Tash, but Tash will be listening in. In fact, I'm going to send her a text message right now letting her know that it's on so she can tune in live and laugh at me. Really, I'm doing everything backwards because I got to set up my GPS to get to where the hell I'm going. Apparently there's roadworks all the way through, so this might even be a long one. Yeah. Anyway, hi Tash. If you're there, hello. Hopefully this doesn't drop out too badly. I'm going to pick the route that takes me all the way around the city. Hopefully I'm not too late for my haircut-a-rooney. Margie's getting the full dealio done, so, you know, it should all be on. Now, I am going straight from my Wi-Fi network to using the phone's 3G. Hopefully it automatically reconnects and we don't just lose it and I'm not talking for nothing for most of this journey, which would suck. So, yeah, let's get this on fire. Alright, so just remembering how to drive. And we no longer live in the early 90s, so it's not something I can really get away with. Now, one thing I've been experimenting with is, as some of you may know, as one of you listening probably knows for sure, I am or have been a musician, and I've let my songwriting go by the wayside. I'm in a band called Stallion-esque at the moment, where I play drums, which allows me to not be in the limelight. I've been concentrating on my writing, but I'm thinking of getting back into it. And I had a brainstorm that I should do something which I've done naturally in the shower all this time, which is tooting my own horn. Now, this does not mean what your brain might have gone to. What I mean is that I like pretending that I'm... Okay, that'll sound wrong as well. I like making trumpet noises with my mouth. And making up stupid songs to go along with it. So, without further ado, here is a song I wrote in the space of about 2 minutes, so I'll probably have to rewrite it because I think I've already forgotten it, about the Starship Enterprise and the brave Captain Picard. Oh, Captain Picard on the Starship Enterprise, he explores the galaxy with his friends Worf and Captain Riker. Data's there as well, and unfortunately Wesley, but only for a few seasons. And then there's playing the token hot chick, Counselor Troy. That sounded way better 20 minutes ago, but you know, you get the general gist. Alright, so that wasted, what, a minute? I've still got 33 minutes left to go of this podcast. I really hope you're all not already regretting tuning in. One day I will expand that song into a full Star Trek compendium. It will be a double album opus entitled The Borg and What It's Done to Me and What Has It Done For Me Lately. All love songs. And, you know, much in the tradition of the Borg, there will be songs about loving myself. And once again, no, I do not mean in the tradition of tooting my own horn. Alright, driving past the Lombard Art Gallery, I noticed that there is no art hanging up in it. In fact, it's completely empty. Maybe the gallery itself is the installation. Maybe there's just no more artists in Adelaide. Actually, no, I know that's not true. One of my friends just sold a major art piece of hers, and it is paying her electricity bill, which is just amazing. If I could do that with a book, I wouldn't be in the strife I'm in now. But maybe that just involves me not being as lazy and actually finishing some short stories by the seashore with some seashells and selling them to, I don't know, That's Life magazine. I would have laughed at that suggestion about a week and a half ago, but now I know that That's Life are one of a few places that actually pay real money for fiction. I don't know if all the fiction has to be slightly whimsical, under 2 pages, about a princess in a tower, and have an amusing twist at the end, along the lines of that terrible Gosfield Park movie, but, you know, maybe. I mean, one of my ideas... No, actually, I'm not going to tell you my ideas, because one of you smart-ass kids listening in are going to copy it, you're going to send it in, you're going to win some Young Writers Award, and I won't be able to publish it, and that'd just be annoying. But I'll give you one for free. I wrote a story when I was 15, so I've already written it, so therefore it's automatically copyrighted as it entered our school system. Apparently that is a real thing. Called A Shocking Love Affair with a Light Switch, where I wrote about myself unable to hold myself back from the exposed light switch on my wall. I would press my lips against it and get thrown across the room in paroxysms of ecstasy. Eventually my parents found out, put me in the attic. The story ends with me with my arms bound, wriggling towards a small exposed light fixture on the floor, puckering up my lips, thinking to myself, a little kiss won't hurt. Obviously, my mind was extremely influenced and warped by the short stories of people such as Roald Dahl at this point. His adult short stories, I mean. He did write for Playboy. They were really, really good. So, yeah. Alright, maybe some reviews. My first review for the drive will be BioShock Infinite. Now, this is a game I was waiting for years. Like, pretty much from the second I finished BioShock 1. I heard there was going to be a BioShock 2, I got really excited, and then I found out that the original people weren't going to be working on it. Now, a lot of people play games for the gameplay. I am not one of them. When I play a game like BioShock, which hits me with the full force of its story and its philosophical implications, I don't want to play a game that's just a straight up shoot 'em up afterwards. That kind of refers to the edginess by having the main character try to kill himself at the start. It's not the same thing. It's basically going from Breaking Bad to American McGee's Alice in Wonderland, which, you know, was a cool game in itself, but wasn't the height of artistic endeavor. Now, BioShock Infinite, you pay a guy, book a whip. Your aim is to grab a girl, Elizabeth, who's imprisoned in a tower, and return her to your bosses in New York. Now, it's all very general. No one can give you many specifics on your job. You start being rowed to a lighthouse to kick off the journey. And what a journey it is. The acting, especially from Elizabeth, is astonishing. The motion capture is wonderful. She actually moves a lot like a Disney princess, which some might say works against the concept, it being realism, but I actually think adds an extra element to it. It adds an element of beauty. It's also one of the few games of all time that have ever choked me up at the end. One of the others, I have to admit, being the good ending of BioShock, but that one was because I'm just a sap. This one was because it finished and I realised I played a genuinely perfect narrative within a game. Not a genuinely perfect game, as that would mean it would be really hard, or it would be a game that I would not be able to finish. The fact I was able to finish it was wonderful. In fact, I haven't been this happy with a game since I finished Half-Life 2. The first thought I had when I finished it was that I wanted to play it again. Partly because the ending is such a headfuck, and I want to see everything I missed the first time around. You have some amazing weapons and abilities, although, once again, I must admit, 90% of the time I just used the possession ability to make people fight each other. And seeing as you can only use it on one person at a time, really I was making the game a lot harder for myself than I should have. I should have been switching around, electrocuting people, flinging them up in the air, shooting them with the shotgun. But no, I stuck to my pig gun, which threw out its grenades, my sniper rifle, and my possession. For a short period, I used electric shock. The game was a lot easier for me during that period, and for some reason I switched back. That's just me, I guess. I just don't like finding the easiest way through. One beautiful highlight in the game is a sing-along you have with Elizabeth, and no, that's not a joke. It's just quite nice. It's a nice song choice. Speaking of songs, there are quite a few modern songs thrown in and sung in an 1912 fashion, which is just amazing to hear. Some of you might have seen the YouTube video where there's a barbershop quartet performing God Only Knows by the Beach Boys, and that's awesome too. Alright, so I'm going to switch topics of conversation now. Little green Holden in front of me. It's lime coloured. It's called a Sprint. Oh, it's a Barina. Right. Seems to be going 40 kilometers an hour for no reason whatsoever. that's not what I like to see. It's kind of a bit worrying. There's a lot of traffic ahead of me. Alright, I seem to have hit some of these roadworks. Google Maps tells me I have 28 minutes remaining. The Hackney Hotel. Does that mean I'm in Hackney? Or is this a real life? Is it just fantasy? Am I caught in a landslide? Is there no escape from reality? As you can tell, I'm floundering for things to talk about. You better be listening to this, Tash. I'm going to just check to see if it actually is recording. If it lets me. It doesn't appear to be letting me. Well, there you go. No, resume my GPS. Alright. So, red car, blue car, white car, grey car. Oh no, it is a grey car, yep. Oh, it's a white ute. White ute, black SUV at the front, turning right. Okay, I'm sure you're all glad that I gave you that information. I wouldn't want you to be missing out on the vitals of my exciting drive to the hairdresser, where they will indeed be chopping off bits of my hair. In case some of you thought it went the other way and they were actually gluing hair on. I was talking earlier to Tash about the possibility of getting green extensions, getting them braided, speaking in a Jamaican accent for as long as they lasted. I'm not sure Margie would appreciate that. She probably wouldn't mind the green, or me going extreme with my hair, but the non-stop joking, considering she only supports my puns at the very, very, very best of times, or if she's slightly medicated, might not work. Now, this is telling me I'm going to go into Walpole Lane. Even though my GPS said I had to turn right, I'm actually going straight. Alright, cool. Much better. There we go. I'm no longer screwing everything up. Oh, wait, no, I am! Alright, well, so, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I appear to have completely messed up my way of getting there. Now, hopefully it doesn't want me to do a U-turn, because that's not going to be possible. Alright, I'm going to be turning left on Nottage Terrace. Excellent. So, those of you calibrating your rocket-powered grenades, that's where I'm going to be, in 700 meters. Of course, this being Google Maps, it's a couple of minutes behind the times, so probably in less time than that. Oh, 500 meters according to it, so maybe 300 meters? Yeah. Alright, should I do another trumpet song? The first one did not go well at all. Crap. Alright, Margie just confirmed for me that I'm going the route of all the traffic. Oh well. Well, it looks like I'm going to be a very, very long time. But maybe Nottage Terrace will skip it. Maybe... Hey, a Solar Eggs company. Well, that's always a good omen, isn't it? If a Solar Eggs van crosses your path, all day long you'll have good luck. All day long, good luck will befall you. Until you fall into a horrific luck landslide and are buried never to be seen again. And isn't that what we all really want from life? Maybe I was talking a bit too loud at the start of this podcast. Tash got away with speaking relatively softly, although that was when I had my phone blue-tacked to the front of my air conditioning system. Caught in a landslide. Hey, it's Scotty. My parents used to call the giant Scotsman on the Comfort Inn our cousin Scotty, implying that our cousin was a Scotsman and owned the Comfort Inn Hotel, or as it was known to us, Scotty's Hotel. For all I know, it was called Scotty's Hotel back then. I'm not one of those people with perfect childhood memories. I didn't retain details like that. I shuffled them all in with all my other anxieties and manias. Hey, extreme auto detailers. Hopefully that means I'll rip off a door, replace it with a wing. And then you can kind of glide around the city. That's sort of the experience that I'm looking for. Alright, I'm going to be turning right on Fitzroy Terrace. I do not know if that will be leading me back onto Gorge Road, or if I'll be taking a different route altogether. Maybe even Port Road. Oh wow, petrol is approaching a reasonable price. At least compared to the above $1.50 prices it's been lately. That one was $1.34. I think I shall be putting some in on my way back. On my way back home. I might even drop in and say hello to Tash and see what she thought of my craptastic podcasting effort. Oh, blue truck! Don't know what that means. Made me excited for about 2 seconds. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of trees. You know, I just realised that this stretch along Main North Road is actually a lot like, you know, it reminds me a lot of Malibu stretch. What the hell's it called? Hollywood Boulevard?
Power off.
Oh, I just turned it off. Alright, I'm going to turn on my
Power
Bluetooth
on.
and see if that actually lets me use the microphone on it to record my
Connected.
podcast, because that would make sense. That would be a million times better than using the microphone on my phone. That would actually explain why I've been getting a good connection lately. I don't know. Alright, maybe some more songs. In the next generation, Councillor Troy has a nice ass. No, I can't keep going. Not because that was sexist, which it was, but because I just completely lost the rhythm. If I've got no rhythm, I can't sing. What a shame. My trumpeting isn't up to par either. It sounds quite realistic in a shower, let me tell you. So next time I record it, I'll actually have a waterproof recording device with me. And then I'll run that through some effects, make myself basically sound like Louis Armstrong. Armstronger? Yeah, that one. Maybe it's a good thing that I accidentally took the wrong road, because now I won't be going along Roadworks Avenue. Although I still am not going to get to my appointment until 3 o'clock, so I'll be a full 15 minutes late. Oh well. What can you do really, but nothing. Nothing is what can be done. Alright, while I'm waiting... No, I'm not going to talk about my book, because once again, I'm pitching it to publishers in October. It's not copywritten yet. But my next book, I'm thinking of writing about a giant robot who has a pet lamb that it loves quite a lot. Alright, I'm making this up as I go along, but it's sounding okay. So, a giant robot, it has a pet lamb, it needs big bags of nuts and bolts with which it plays chess? Maybe. Although I don't know the rules of chess and I can never learn. I've never been able to. I would need to think of them to write the book, so that's not happening. Plays checkers. He jumps over pieces. He doesn't know the rules very well. Even though he's a robot, he doesn't think like a computer. How's that? No, that wouldn't work. Robert the Robot was alright in I Think You Ate My Sandwich. Oh, by the way, kids, I wrote a book. It's called I Think You Ate My Sandwich. If you look that up on, Amazon, or even go to bookdepository.com, you'll see my book. You can buy it for $10. Or if you have a Kindle, go to Amazon and buy it for $3. How's that? You can use Calibre and various hack methods on the net to transform it into any other format if you've got other book readers, or if you've got an iPad or anything that uses Kindle Reader, then get the Kindle version. That'd be awesome. Soon I'm probably going to put up a discount. You'll be able to get it for free on Amazon, and that'll be right before I transmogrify it into all other formats and get it off of Amazon's lending library scheme, because that shit doesn't make me any money at all. So yeah, I Think You Ate My Sandwich. It's not about food. Not completely. It's about a young girl who thinks her life is being controlled by some malevolent creator. And she sets off to confront him and to try and work out the truth about her slightly humorous but not to her existence. She meets up with a robot called Robert, who's also looking for the meaning of life. And they go on wacky hijinks, and it's a good time. So I've heard. It also has one of my favourite characters I've ever written in it. Violet, not her real name. You'll see when you read it. It's great. If you want, you can go to the I Think You Ate My Sandwich podcast under my name, and you'll hear me read out the first few pages. Also, if you go to it on Amazon, there's actually the option to look inside, and you can read the first few chapters for free. Which, I can't really do better than that. Not without ripping out my own hair, handing it to you, and begging you to sell it at a profit. Cutting me out of a deal entirely. So yeah, going past the Channel 7 building. Woo! I don't really like Channel 7. Not sure why I would. Maybe one day I'll work for them in the capacity of a writer, a parody writer, taking them down from the inside. This really doesn't feel like I'm going to Henley Beach. Like, I feel like I'm going further and further away from it. I'll be turning left on South Road. Right, I'm going all the way around where I'm going. I'm still 20 minutes away. This is ridiculous. I left just after 2 o'clock. I've been driving for almost half an hour. I only get 45-minute podcasts. Well, shit. Alright, so I'm actually going to run out of time before I even get to my haircut. And I'll have no voice left. So I won't be able to tell him what I want with my hair. I'll just have to leave him to do my, emo vampire look that he likes. I quite enjoy as well. Alright, the Epilepsy Centre, they actually spelt it with a question mark and an exclamation mark instead of a P and an I. I don't know if that's clever or offensive. I guess they're saying that epilepsy is really, really confusing. And also exciting. And it hits when you least expect it. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, epilepsy is no fun whatsoever. I know a couple with it, and a couple of people with it, and yeah, I've panicked about having the possibility of a low level of it. It's not good. Apparently this month is Autism Awareness Month, at least according to Facebook. Now, Facebook is normally wrong about this sort of thing, but, I'm going to just trust it this time and say, yeah, happy National Autism Awareness Month. I do have a relative with autism, low spectrum, and he's just a total sweetheart, and that seems to be a pretty common thing. Autism means you feel everything intensely. Like, even though you might come across as not having social skills or not processing, not caring if you hurt someone's feelings, it's just that they don't know. They don't know how they're meant to respond. But when you get a true, feeling from them, like when they tell you that they like something, they really, really mean it. And it gets you right in your heart. And that's nice. Alright, this is meant to be funny, so I see a Chemist King coming up. That's where I normally get all my chemist needs. This is because I'm very cheap. Because I don't have much money. Because I'm a writer. That's just basically what happens. Oh my god, $1.23 for unleaded. Holy shit. Well, I'm after him to do a U-turn if I wasn't so late. Alright, I'm going to have to come back this way and get some petrol. It is ethanol based, so I may rip my engine apart, but I don't care. I need to take up that saving. That's like 10 cents less. I'm going to completely fill my tank and really muck it up. And then the next time normal petrol is cheaper, I'll, stuff. Next time normal petrol is cheaper, I'll fill it with 98 and, beg it for forgiveness. That's what you've got to do. Wash on Grange. The self-wash. Yeah, I'm a bit scared of the self-wash stations now after my friend had the top of one actually drop on their car and crumple it. And it was just lucky that neither of them were in the car at the time, or they would have been crushed along with it. The BP sent them to it was a BP that did it. The BP sent them to a very dodgy crash repair place that basically stuck it all together with sticky tape. And the next time it rained, it leaked like a mother. So, it wasn't good. Lee Hong Fook restaurant. That is excellent. Oh no, Lee Hao Fook. Hao Fook? We'll find out if we eat there. I really want to eat there. Lee Hao Fook. Wow, that sounds delicious. I love their sign. It's very old school Chinese. It does look like they haven't been in business for 20 years. I'm still going to attempt ordering some Kung Pao chicken from there. I don't eat chicken. Hopefully they have the mock version. I am near Port Road. I could go to Vegetarian Delight. Is it called Vegetarian Delight? Yeah. Vegetarian Delight. Apparently 14 minutes to go. Oh shit, I'm on Grange Road. Well, that's where all the roadworks are. Alright. So, 14 more minutes remaining. Ridiculous. Road work ahead. This is exactly what I could have been missing. Well, there's not much I can do now. I'm blocking off people from turning, but I really can't do anything about it. Oh, people running in front of traffic. That's excellent. Of course it's a road worker. Who else would it be? Alright, the bus has finally stopped blocking our way. Sorry for long periods of silence. This is what happens when I suddenly have to concentrate on the road. I've already dented this car enough for one lifetime. Probably doesn't need any more. Knock on plastic, I guess. Alright, so we got, you like rolls? We got rolls. That's the best shop name I've ever seen. You like rolls. They're telling me, and I do like rolls. I want to go there right now and eat, you know, roll. Or a library and school supply, like the sign just went past. I'm getting lost in my tracks of thought. Come on, SUV, make up your mind. You're either trying to speed to get past people, or you're suddenly slamming on your brakes to try and annoy me. It's one or the other. We do. Alright, that's not a bad name for a business. What do they do? They print things. Oh, God. Why the hell would you... The Indian Spice Zone? I think I've seen that before. Funk Hair Studio. That... anyway. Kids Life. There's a hot chicken place. Oh, I know where I am. Oh, thank God I'm already in the right lane, because suddenly it only becomes one lane here. This is amazing. It's a clusterfuck of epic proportions. Draga. I don't know what they sell, but it sounds impressive. They have an impressive looking building. Safta. Kutilo House. Sorry, I don't know where the accent came from. British pub called British Pub. I know, the Rat and Parrot. That's ridiculous. That's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Oh, it's on the back of a BWS. Well, that explains everything. More hair care. No, unfortunately, none of these are the hair place I'm going to. I'm going all the way to Henley Beach. Marvellous. I'm going to be very late. Well, hopefully Margie's hair takes a while and he doesn't have other people booked in. You are near my house? Are you reading the signs from the Asian place? Yes, I am, Tash. I can't read your entire message, but I'm actually currently on Grange Road. Feel free to send me short texts, though, because they pop up on the top of my phone, and I can read them for about 3 seconds before they disappear again. But if they're too long, they get cut off. But yeah, I'm reading out the signs near your house. I told you I'd be across the a bibbida. It's not all folks yet, but you know I'm in the area. So yeah, EFI and diesel specialists, some girl in skinny jeans, Eureka, design and printing, wonderful, just wonderful. There's Findon Centre, so now you know exactly where I am, Tash. And the Older Person's Mental Health Service. Wow, what a depressing name for a business. I wonder what they do. Alright, Subway, Repco, Solver. Maybe I'll just keep reading business names, seeing as Tash finds it so entertaining. Just don't send me a text message if that's all you want me to do, Tash. And I'll just keep going. Liberty, they have quality fuel guaranteed. Levita, Cafe Restaurante, Findon Crash Repairs. I wonder what suburb I'm in. Alright, Hullis, Fish and Grill. Nice. I'm at bus stop 24. There you go. Have you calibrated that rocket power grenade yet? I could either get hit by a rocket right now or actually make it to my hairdresser's appointment. I'm not fussed right now. I'm really just losing all enthusiasm for this. Although I am happy to know that at the very least my broadcast is going through live and Tash is able to hear it. Say hello, Tash. I love you. May we never fight again about Anna Nicole Smith, that vacuous piece of... Yeah, that's enough. Ambulance station! Woo! That's where the parties are held around here. Blind? What? Alright, that sign just said blind on it. It was yellow. So if I'm blind, I need to pay attention to that. Possibly it is written on there in Braille. I was meant to stick my hand out of a window and rush it against it in a quick, fluid motion as I went past, so I could see the message it had contained, especially for me. Probably a secret message. I'm probably meant to continue in Findon, watch out for bicycles, as this sign says, and collect my secret passage, which also has another message written on it in Braille, probably telling me to meet up with the top secret agent, Missile Me Whiskers, in the Arndale Shopping Centre, and receive my pie of knowledge and nuclear supremacy. Speaking of nuclear supremacy, North Korea. They're threatening to launch a nuclear bombardment after their threat of war was met with international laughter. Apparently their weapons do not just amount to Photoshop. Short. Short what? What does that mean? What's short? Am I short? Did I forget something? Was I mentioning something being short before? Or was that a snort? Are you laughing at me? With me? Are you harassing me? Short? Was my superhero short? James Bond. He's pretty short, apparently. You be lost, boy? Yeah, I'm lost. I'm, alright, well, I should really be trying to do Tasha's voice when she sends me, long way around! Yeah, it is a long way around. I'm going to Henley. Look, this is the road it's giving me, okay? I'm going to Henley Beach. Apparently I was trying to avoid traffic and traffic roadblocks, but instead I am going straight into them. Margie told me that there were roadworks. I asked her Henley Beach or Grange Road, and she wrote me back 15 minutes later because she didn't realise the message didn't go through the first time. I should change my nappy. Change your nappy! Sorry, I forgot to do your voice that time. There you go. Well, yeah, I guess that would get rid of the itching if I did. But no, I don't have a choice. I'm already running late. I'm meant to be there in 2 minutes. I'll actually be there in 6. Actually, I've made up a lot of ground. So stop giving me shit, Tash. I'm nearly there. Whereas you're just stuck at home, whinging about Captain Picard and your intense focus not allowing you to zone in on his bold, shiny head. Okay. So, trees. I see a lot of trees. The rocket was heavy. I gave up. The rocket to where, you know that I rely on you to blow me up when I'm going nowhere with my podcasts. What sort of partner are you in this? If you can't rely on your best friend to explode you when you're going nowhere with a podcast, what can you rely on? Why are you dropping them? See, what I don't understand is people dropping to 10 kilometers an hour for 5 full minutes before they suddenly